Hello, good morning everyone. Actually, it's afternoon pala. It's just, sunny but cold. It's below freezing right now. I was supposed to go out early morning, but the temperature is only 11 degrees and feels like 0 degrees, It's freezing. Anyway, just turned on my car kasi it's been a while that I haven't go out, and I had to make sure the engine, the battery is not drained. This is my car. Look at the plate number. It's my daughter's name. I got it. I bought this car when she was. That's why I remember. I will never forget when did I bought this car. Because that's her birthday. Actually, this is supposed to be white color, but I didn't had chance to get the white color. So I have no choice but to get it. I supposed to wait until the white, like the pearl white delivered, but like I said, if your daughter or your child suggests you, you cannot say anything but say yes. Okay, this is outside right now. We're icy, but it started to melt. The temperature right now is only 20s. So I don't think it will melt for the whole day, but the sun is bright, so probably it will melt by the end of, but I doubt it. If the temperature is like this, I don't think if the ice will melt. Anyway, let's go and have some fun outside. Oh, look at the ice. Is this one? I don't think it's gonna melt the whole for the whole day. It's gonna be icy all day cause no sun. May shade dito so I don't think kung magmi-melt yan right away. And this is the side of our house. It's like uh, talagang icy siya. So look at this. First snow namin ito actually. So matigas siya. Oh. Tigas ng ice. So I don't think na matutunaw ito all day. So ayan siya. Ayan ang ano ano siya, matigas. So I don't think na magme-melt yan all day. So anyway, we're going out to see the neighborhood. I didn't wear my, what do you call this, my gloves. Kaya my hand is freezing right now. Ang lamig-lamig. Kaya titiisin natin yung lamig. Anyway, we're going to the with my sunlight. Okay, dito tayo. Okay, look at the, the sky. Okay, dito tayo sa may sun para hindi masyadong malamig. Okay, we're gonna walk my lunch and I have to move. I have to exercise. Ang ginaw talaga. Whoa, icy talaga dito. Anyway, I don't think if I can stand outside. It's like freezing. It's below freezing ngayon eh. Kaya ang hirap. Look at our playground. Oh, walang maglalaro kasi. Actually, pag hindi freezing na ganito, of course, they wanted to go out. But right now, I don't think so. It's, titingnan natin dito sa neighborhood kung anong itsura. Oh, it's icy. It's like everywhere. Alam nyo, uh, pag nag-i-snow, it's not that cold. But after the snow and drop the temperature, it's gonna be too cold kasi from the north, napupush all the ng wind yung cold. Kaya andito bumababa sa amin. Kaya talagang malamig. Anyway, yan lang yung shopping complex namin. Shopping, maliit lang na shopping place. Ito yung aming entrance. Yan. And then, we're going to go out. Ito yung aming main road. This one. I'm not by myself right now. I don't have any client today because of the weather. I don't think people they would love. Okay. My hand is really freezing. Na-froze na yung kamay ko kasi I forgot to get my gloves. Anyway, okay lang. Sandali lang naman ako outside para lang maka-walking at saka maka-video. Ito yung front ng community namin. This is the front and this is the main road. Actually, this is not a main road. The main road is all the way up. Right there at the light. So, this is the like a back road. Do the hair done. Talagang walang naka-schedule today because usually January I'm not expecting much client, but you know, oops, ang likot ko mag-walking. I forgot I was doing my video. Anyway, tintingnan ko kasi yung outside ko, my back. I don't know who's anyway, nakikita ko naman. So like I said, this is my slow month, so I'm not surprised if I don't have anyone today. But actually, last week, I have a couple, but I cancel, remember, because I'm very, very sick. So, syempre, they're not available now. So, we have to wait another schedule for them to set up an appointment. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll show you this car. Ayan, nag-icicle siya. Sobrang lamig. Talagang sobrang lamig niyang ngayon. But it's sunny. Matigas siyang mga ano na yan. Ice na yan. Kaya, kasi lalo na ngayon below freezing. So, hindi siya talaga, it's not a good idea to go out. But good thing, hindi nag-accumulate yung aming snow. I was expecting that, you know, it's gonna be like upstate, like New York. But good thing, hindi siya natuloy. Naawa sa amin. Ang lamig, pati ipin ko. Masakit. Kasi sa lamig. Anyway, dito tayo naman banda. Behind the house, this house. Ikot tayo dito. Let's see what's in here. Dito lang muna ako kasi I cannot go to any places kasi I cannot stay outside. It's too cold actually. Look at my lip, is like froze. Matigas na yung bibig ko. Frostbite. Anyway, dito ako sa likod. Okay, I will show you the back. Dito tayo. Ayan dito, yung likod. Very dito. Very, very quiet. Okay, I will take a picture of this. Okay, nagpicture-picture lang tayo doon at the back. Pero, we're going back now, but oh my god, it's gonna be slippery. The road is so slippery. We'll see. Okay, I have to cross. I have to be careful because the floor is very slippery. So I have to go back inside the house. It's too cold actually. I rest for a while and then I don't wanna get sick again. Our neighborhood, it's gonna be very, very cold tonight And actually, we have another snow coming on Friday. Hopefully, it's not gonna be, too much. Okay, so I'm going inside because it's getting cold. Bye. Oh, grabe. I feel like na frostbite na ako sa labas. It's too cold. It's only what do you call this? Malamig. Masyado siyang malamig. Actually, today is only 20s. But kanina nga, like I said, the lowest is like 11 degrees. Kaya, it's too cold talaga. Anyway, I'm back inside the house. I just wanna show you, it's icy outside. Ang mga kamay ko na froze. It's too cold. Kaya, I'm back again here. So, dito na lang tayo magkwentuhan kasi mahirap. Baka mamaya magkasakit pa ako if I stay a little longer outside. So, I rather stay inside the house. Today is actually Thursday. It's December 17, I mean, January 17 at 12:58. So, like I said, if I'm doing my laundry, halfway only the dryer because I don't want it like really like very dry kasi the more you dry it, the more nagre-wrinkled siya and I don't like it. So I have to hang at least halfway ng madry siya bago ko ihahang ko uli. So, hanggang sa mag-dry siya ng totally dry bago ko aanuhin uli, ititiklop. My last video is all about, I think it's all about to deal with the teenagers, when she was young, kailangan kong siyang i-discipline about what's going on sa outside the world para i-prepare siya outside the world. But like I said, this is not her culture. This is not, the generation. So pretty much different ang aming generation. But she was able to manage naman to listen. So actually when she was in high school, talagang determinado na siya na to take a psychology major, but I'm worried because I know psychology is like forever na mag-aaral siya because that's medical. It's all about the study about the human brain. So, hindi yun madali. But I can see since she was young, I can see that this is really what she want. Kasi when she was about to learn how to read, I saw her, she's very interested doon sa book na about the human anatomy. So, actually, binali ng asawa ko yun for her kasi para bang it's yung very kami na she is very yung talagang parang interesado siya na we don't know why. Siguro yun talaga yung nasa sa niya, yung nasa brain niya na yun talaga ang interest niya. So, hayaan namin siyang mag-choose kung ano yung gusto niya. But anyway, dahil worried nga ako about that course. So, I introduced her, sabi ko sa kanya, maybe you can try a business kasi business anywhere you go, you have a job and maybe if you get tired working from the company, maybe you can have your own business. So, she's able to listen naman because when she was to take the accounting course, so it's a very nice university which is JMU, James Madison University. Yun talaga, that's my pick talaga. If I have a choice, I rather her go to JMU, but hindi naman ako siya. So she picked the school that she wants. So wala akong magagawa doon. Basta ang deal namin ng anak ko, it's okay. We're not going to argue what course do you want and what school do you want, as long as it's in state. And once you started, you take whatever course that you choose, is finish it. If you want something different, then go to finish your degree first and then go back to school again. It's up to you, but you have to finish, because I don't want you to, like, every year you start all over again, because we cannot afford that, sabi ko sa kanya. So you have only 4 years term if you planning to go to college. So that's our deal. And then she able to manage naman. So but by the end of the year, that senior year, she told me, Mom, it's not me. But at least she tried. Kaya okay na rin yun. Kasi at least bago siya mag-no, is nag-try naman siya. But the thing is not her talaga. So I even introduced her if she wanna join the military para mapaaral siya, dahil I thought it's gonna be, hard to bring her to college. Pero hindi naman pala ganun kahirap. Although mahirap, but it's not pag naka-ready ka. So sabi niya naman, Mom, I cannot see myself in the military, but I would consider after I finish my degree. Which is very good idea talaga yon. So at least if she planning to join the military, at least na siya, may rango na siya. She can be an officer. Kaya okay din naman yon, but nakikita ko she is not in that line. Kaya okay lang. Kaya lang kasi ako, syempre, as a parent, sometimes we worried kasi, like for example, I always telling her, Nak, make sure hindi ikaw yung nasa psychology ng mga pasyente. You have to make sure, hindi, sabi niya, Mom, I know, alam ko naman yun, sabi niya ganun. Alam ko naman, sabi niya ganun, kasi hindi naman lahat ng mga tao ay nagsasabi ng totoo. So, I'm aware daw siya doon. So, okay lang. And actually, nung pumunta siya ng college nga, talagang desidido na siya na yun talaga ang kukunin niya. At okay naman, she did it. And actually, during, I don't know what year she is, nang nag-decide siya to take a double major, I was like, I'm freaking out, because I don't know. Kala ko, once you take a double major, you have to pay more, and she has to stay in school for more year. Hindi naman pala. So she explained to me na it's gonna be the same, kasi marami siyang hours na pwede niyang squeeze yung second major niya. So ayun nga. So natutunan niya lahat kung paano ang way para makapag-aral ka ng maayos, and she able to figure out kung ano yung every year, every semester, what course does she need to enroll, para kasi medyo tricky din ang mga university dito sometimes they giving you a hard time, para syempre para mag-stay ka pa sa university. That's how they make money, of course. That's business. So anyway, so she's able to figure out how she going to finish within 4 years yung double major. And actually nung nasa college, nung before she went to college, anak, sabi ko sa kanya, our only dream is you to finish your degree. I don't mind kung basta matapos mo, magkaroon ka ng diploma, you have a diploma, so at least you don't have to worry about your future, because dito naman sa America, once you have may credential ka, you'll be okay. You can find a very nice decent job and a nice income. So sabi ko sa kanya, that's all we want, para lang to make sure na you're ready once you have your own family. So natapos naman niya yung school niya. Nakakatuwa naman, dahil ang ini-expect lang namin makagraduate siya, but actually She graduated with honors. So, naging cum laude naman ang anak ko. Nang nag-graduate siya, we are very, very proud of her na gumraduate siya ng college ng cum laude. Kaya nakakatuwa din dahil hindi naman namin ini-expect yun kasi we don't expect too much. We're not expecting, too much on my daughter because gusto ko naman siyang mabuhay ng normal dito sa mundo. Kasi alam ko namang hindi naman madali mag-aral. Like I said, lalo na sa akin kasi like I said, I'm not like my daughter. My daughter is very, a lot of energy to study. Ako hindi. But siguro if I have motivation when I was young, or we have a guidance, or kasi syempre nawawalan ka ng confidence once yung wala kang lack of ka sa magulang. Syempre hindi naman namin masisi yung magulang namin. My father passed away when she was very very young, and then kami nag-start pa lang mag-aral, and then ang tatay is the one who's went to school, and nanay is not. You cannot blame her. She cannot help us to. Siguro kung merong nag-guide sa amin, I'm pretty sure we're good kasi when we were in elementary, actually, ako when I was in 6th grade, nagkaroon ako ng motivation to study because I like my teacher. She is very, very nice. So I was able to compete with the student, and I become a president of the classroom. Pero after that, sa dami ng mga problema, so mahirap talaga. Kaya I don't want that one thing happen to my daughter. At saka yung iba kong kapatid, most of my sibling, they are good in school actually, even though wala silang mga supervision ng mga magulang, especially 3 of my siblings, they are honors student when they were in school. Kaya lang it just happened that we cannot afford to go to college. But ako, I have a chance to go to college. I didn't finish nga lang because actually, yan yung question nga ng anak ko, why I didn't finish my college, and I feel bad. But sabi ko na nga lang sa anak ko, anak, we are different position. Ikaw, we prepare for your college, and kami walang nag-prepare sa amin because wala kaming ini-expect na tutulong sa amin. Sabi ko, we're so lucky na lang at least na-reach ko ang mag-college because of daddy. Kasi daddy is very big help sa akin yun when since I was in high school. I know my husband since I was in high school, so he knows I'm working. When I met him, I'm working. During that time, I went to work. I go to work in the evening, and then I have to go to school ng high school during the day. Kaya ako, ko talaga marami akong pinagdaanan na hindi madali. Kaya na hindi naman maintindihan ng anak ko yon kasi hindi niya naman na-experience ang buhay natin sa Pilipinas. So I cannot blame her. Anyway, so yung anak ko talagang before she finished her high school, talagang she was eager to go to college talaga kasi hindi ko nga yun natulungan, di namin natulungan yun gumawa ng mga application niya. She did everything. She applied for a couple of university para lahat ng mga target niyang university, and then we can't even help her to do her essay, pero she's really good in essay, kaya I'm not really worried about the application. Kaya ang worry ko lang is to she's gonna be by herself, and I don't know what she's gonna do. But anyway, tinuruan ko naman siya maging tough din naman during her younger time. Actually, I saw my daughter when she was, I think we have like probably she's in the I don't know, grade school siya noon, or anong grade siya during that time when one of my friend have a party and I saw my daughter. She doesn't have any confidence because she's not exposed to any uh, like party ng mga bata, kasi I only giving her party pag birthday niya or our party sa mga bahay, like for example yung any like occasionally, like Christmas and New Year or birthdays, that's our party. And then her birthday, I invite some people to our house or some places. So that's what we're doing. But she's not exposed to any, place like a friend go to the party. Actually, that's my regret. Then I should, bring her to let her attend any party. But during that time, we don't have much friend. Not like right now, ang tao, very ano na sila ngayon marami na silang naiisip na magagandang way para ma-enjoy ang mga anak nila. It's not like during our time. During our time, makikipag-meet lang ako sa mga friend niya, sa mga kaibigan ko with may mga anak. So, para meron lang siyang kalaro. And then, ang happening lang namin during when she was young is like McDonald's. We bring her to McDonald's, we bring her to Chuck E. Cheese. Yung mga ganong bagay lang with the friends. Kasi, it's not like right now nag-i-explore talaga yung mga millennials ngayon. Sana nga kung ito yung the generation ng anak ko nung bata siya, I'm pretty sure she will enjoy, and I'm pretty sure she enjoy her life too. Although hindi nga lang, syempre wala namang perfect, at saka like I said, it depends on your generation, because during our time talagang ano lang kayo, mag-meet lang kayo ng mga friend mo to hang out with the kids, habang kami naman nagmamarites, chika-chika, you know what I mean? So yun lang ang ginagawa namin noon. It's not like right now, especially those millennials that they have degrees, they know the best, best place for their kid. Nakaka-experience sila ng magagandang experience ng mga bata na para hindi sila maboard. Just like my niece, my niece na merong anak, nakita ko sila, I feel bad kasi I wish, I wish we have friends, we have a better life na katulad nila, na they can afford. Kasi yung sa amin naman, iba naman yung case namin. We have to work like crazy just uh, to survive here. Kasi kung hindi ka professional dito, napakahirap mong magkaroon ng magandang buhay. It's just happened that I am so lucky that I decided to go back to school to get my license for hair. So, kasi dito, even though I have international license, because I used to work in Philippines ng buhok, nakapag-practice naman ako doon anyway. So, hindi pa rin enough here, is not credited. So, I have to go back to school. Actually, before I am so scared to go back to school kasi syempre, it's a different country, and tayong mga Pilipino, we're so scared to speak English, even though we can speak English, kasi ang Pilipino is very perfectionist. Actually, yung English natin is so much better to sa mga ibang Asian. Kaya lang, tayo kasing Pilipino, very, very tayo, very perfectionist tayo, kasi we know, pag ang tao hindi makapag speak English fluently is hindi nakapag-aral. Pero honestly dito, they don't care. They are very amazed sa mga Pilipino, because bago lang tayo dito, but we can speak English. For them, you're really good, because sila kahit gaano katagal na sa isang place, hindi sila makabigkas ng kahit na isang word lang para matutunan nila. Kaya na-amaze sila. Kaya nung the first time I went to school and deal with the classmates, deal with the clients. Pag nalaman nila, how long you been here? It's been a year or not even, they are so amazed, because yung ano natin, yung English natin is so much better sa mga taong like how many years na rito. Pero hindi, lagi ko naman sinasabi that English is our second language back home. So, but still, we're not used to speak English. Yung dila natin is not, para dito sa English. Kahit na ang textbook natin sa Pilipinas is English, um, mahirap. Kaya alam nyo, napakatalino kung i-compare nyo yung mga estudyante dyan to here, magaling tayo kasi alam mo kung yung bakit. Ang textbook natin is English. Siguro mas magaling pa yung mga Pilipino kung ang textbook natin ay Tagalog talaga at na maiintindihan lahat. Kasi tayong mga Pilipino, natatakot lang naman tayong mag-school dahil baka hindi natin maintindihan yung pinag-aaralan natin. Although, yung mga textbook kasi is everything is English except the Filipino subject, di ba? So, everything is English na. Pero, advantages natin yung kasi pag pumunta tayo sa ibang bansa, hindi tayo nahihirapan, hindi tayo nangangapa ng salita, hindi katulad nila nag-struggle talaga sila dito. Marami akong naging kasama sa salon na mga iba-ibang lahi. I'm not gonna mention because I don't wanna, I don't wanna criticize them. They've been here for a very, very long time, but they cannot speak English, honestly. Especially mga hairdresser. I don't know how they get their license, but actually, hindi sila marunong mag-English like us. Ako, alam ko, ang English ko is really bad, but I don't care. Kasi alam mo kung bakit. Kung mabubuhay tayo sa takot na lang lagi, walang mangyayari sa buhay natin. Ako, I can speak English straight para mali-mali ang grammar, I don't care. Kasi dapat hindi tayo mag-worry about that, especially ako. I'm not planning to go back to school just to learn to speak fluent English. No, I'm not, but I don't care. I can communicate to anyone. Yun lang ang pwede ko mapagpamalaki sa sarili ko. Kaya yung ako na magbabash ng sarili ko dito kasi alam yung bakit. Hindi naman ako, hindi ako nahihiya. Bakit ako mahihiya? Anong gagawin ko? Bakit mahihiya ako sa English ko? Pilipino naman tayo. We have to be proud na nakakapag-English tayo kahit na yung mga taong nag-i-English ng broken English like me. Wag kayong mahiya kasi ang mga tao dito, lalo na outside our country, they are very proud. They are very, na-amaze sila because we can speak English kahit na anong mangyari. And actually, when I watching the YouTube, yung mga YouTuber dyan na foreigner sa atin, why they were there? Because they know Philippines is the only place na they can communicate to anyone. It's not like other Asian country that they have to learn their language. At least sa atin, that's our language. Even though people that very old or very young, they can still communicate with English. Kaya tayo, huwag kayong mag-hesitate to speak English kasi we're good. Especially outside, like I said, outside our country. Huwag kayong mahiyang magsalita ng English because much better tayong magsalita compared to anyone ng, like I said, neighboring country natin dyan sa Asia. So, for me, I don't care. Ako, kaya lang naman ako, sometimes I have to speak English here because I have some subscriber na ibang lahi, like my clients, na iba-ibang lahi. They said, "Oh, Reggie, I was so, and your YouTube is very entertaining." Na-entertain daw sila, but there's a point that, please, you speak English. Dahil hindi na raw nila alam kung ano yung next kong sinasabi dahil I'm speaking Tagalog na. Kaya, eto, kahit na sige, English, I mix English and Tagalog. So, everybody can relate, makaka-relate yung mga ibang lahi kong subscriber. But anyway, inaaral ko pa to. I know there's a caption that I can, translate to English. Kaya lang, syempre yung accent natin, nahihirapan si English ikunin yung ating exact na word. Kaya minsan, it's embarrassing na Hindi naman yan yung sinabi ko, bakit ano nangyari? Bakit yan yung nakalagay sa caption? Sa ngayon, I'm not retired yet. I don't have time to go back and fix it, my video. For now, talagang may sloppy ang video ko, but I know that, I understand that, but I don't care kasi I'm a new YouTuber. Lahat naman kami nag-start ng, I'm pretty sure, pare-pareho kami nag-start na aanga-anga kami, but matututo rin ako niyan. I just need more time. Kasi wala pa akong time right now because I'm not retired yet. I have full-time job, and being YouTubers is not easy. You have to make sure you know your content, you know what you're gonna say, you know that you don't hurt anyone, at saka yung importante nga kung ano yung content mo. Nagkaroon lang naman ako ng motivation talaga because thing happened to my daughter. So para bang I feel like my daughter is inside of me. Actually, she was helping me to everything. I was always talking to her to help me. This is because this is not, only for me. This is for you. Sabi ko sa kanya, I wanted to continue your life because your life is not enough to stay in this earth, in this world. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, help me anak, give me a lot of strength to do this because I know maraming maraming mga basher, maraming mangkikriticize, but I don't care. This is my way, kasi that is the reason I was doing this, because I need to help myself, not to anything else. I don't mind if I make money. If I make money, better, so I can help someone, but I know I'm not expecting because like I said, yung video ko is not like kung makikipag-compete ako sa iba. So of course, mine is nothing. I can't even make my own thumbnail. Kaya sabi kong gano'n, naintindihan ko yan. I don't care. I can wait until wait until I'm done working and I have a lot of time to do my video. Then yes, I will, I will make sure that siguro lang mababayaran din na mamonetize din nila ako dito. But of course, I understand the business. Kung wala namang kwenta yung mga content mo, wala namang kwenta yung video mo, why do I need to spend money for you kung wala ka namang na-contribute sa business ko? So, I understand that. But for me right now, I really need help for myself. Kailangan kong i-cure ang sarili ko to make it better, to make my content better. Kaya I don't care kung may mga taong sasabihin nila, but ngayon iba na ang iba na ang thinking ko ngayon. I don't care about what people say, and I don't owe any explanation to anyone. My goal now is to survive. My goal now is to enjoy my life even though I'm not happy. Me and my husband na sana makapaggawa kami ng way to survive na we're still together, na sana, because ang daming mga ganitong case sa amin na na-research ko na they didn't last long because they blaming each other, they hated each other. Kasi makikita mo ngayon yung mga diferensya nyo. Pag wala na yung tao, makikita mo yung mga kasalanan mo na bakit ganito, bakit ganyan, Kaya it's so hard, but sisisihin ba natin yung sarili natin? Right now, wala nang babalik. Hindi ko na maibalik ang anak ko. Kahit na magpakamatay ako ngayon, hindi siya babalik. Kaya sabi namin ng asawa ko, basta i-keep natin yung faith natin and we help each other. Try to help each other, try to help yourself, because kahit na dalawa kami, mag-asawa kami, hindi namin kaya tulungan ng mga sarili namin. Kaya sabi namin, nag-uusap kami lately na wag natin gawing miserable yung buhay natin kasi ito yung chance, binigyan tayo ng katawan to enjoy, to do whatever na you feel good. Kaya hindi natin kasalanan ang mga nangyayari sa buhay natin. This just happen na ito, yung istorya, but it not doesn't mean na wala na tayong pag-asa. Hindi ibig sabihin magpakamatay na lang tayo dahil wala na tayong silbi dito sa mundo. Hindi gano'n. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, kahit na nag-i-struggle kami everyday, ako honestly, 'pag wala akong client, hindi ko talaga kayang bumangon sa bed. But today, kaya ako bumangon, wala akong client, dapat hindi ako babangon. But sabi ko, papakita ko sa inyo yung snow para dito sa Pilipinas, sa mga taong hindi nakaka-experience ng snow, at least may iba naman akong maipakita sa inyo kaysa naman yung mukha ko na lang lagi. Kaya sabi ko, okay, I'm going out. So, para mabuhay ako, syempre maliligo ako. Kasi kung hindi ako maliligo, talagang tamad na tamad ako all my life. I mean, all day. So, bago ako nag-start, bago ako lumabas, bago ako kumain, naglaba muna ako, nasampay, nag-fold ng mga damit, nag-ayos-ayos sa kitchen. Bago ko gawin itong mga ito, kasi gusto ko tapos, kasi tingnan nyo naman, if I was, facing the camera, I kept talking. Kaya, okay na rin. Nakakatulong na yan sa akin na malaki.